Yo, what's up? Where's camera? Okay, so... Oh, fucking hell, mattress keeps moving, bitch. So my iPhone is in London right now. So I'm using this Wiley Fox. Which is good because it's Android, it's got a pause button on the video, which is better for making videos, so I'm pretty darn happy about it. Makes it a lot easier. I hope I'm looking into the camera. My brother's motorbike's broken down. Okay. Let's talk about advice. The kind of advice I like is when I don't ask for it. And like, because for me that's like the real advice, you know. Want to talk about something. Okay, so Lucy, we were watching something really spooky. I mean, like, it was spookier than Ghost Adventures. Something on YouTube. And I actually got quite scared because of the power of what she said in the context of like what we were watching and like being really freaked out with the paranormal, you know. I mean, there was some fucking dark energy. Really dark energy. It was... And that was a good mood for learning what she had to say. Very good mood because, like, it's two things. The mood was very negative, very powerfully negative. Fear. It was yeah, fear energy. Strong fear energy around like the power of spirits. And she said she pointed out that I was like really negative. I'm just paraphrasing, really. And she said this bit I do remember, that I think firstly it's that negativity brings negativity, but what it really meant was that, and it's quite freaky because like there's literally spirits everywhere, and she was saying how like they can get attached to me, and And this whole thing, it really brought me into a better reality. But the point is, well, that's quite a good point, but what I'm getting to is that spirits will latch onto a person who is negative. It's like those negative thoughts, and I can thank Gigi Young for educating me into being able to hold space for this, because yeah, there's spirits everywhere, and they feed off a person's energy. If a person is negative, and I've tasted the kind of negativity that she's on about, I feel really blessed that she shared this with me. Really, truly blessed. Because it has changed my vibration. It has gone up. It has gone up because of that. And it's kind of handy as well, because like maybe like a year ago or a year and a half ago, I was watching Stella Ray, and she proved with logic that positivity works. And it was so powerful that it stayed with me, and I pray that I never forget the message I inferred on watching her video that day. But yeah, so it's about because back to Gigi Young and what she taught me, basically the bad half of the spirit world is all vampiric, and all they're about is stealing energy. That's all they're about. They need it to feed. Without it, because see, the thing is, they won't go directly to source for their energy. They will feed off other people. Maybe, well, what I'm going to say is that I don't know what percentage of the spirit world is like evil in this way, and it is evil. It's truly evil. And it's funny because coming from a naive person, and I truly am, the first thing I learned about was the spirit world. How negative that can be. This is a side of life that I need to learn about. The bad side. I wouldn't call it bad, because it's like life is a game, and if I look, then I find positivity. And there's positivity to be found in everything bad, because through ignoring it, not ignoring it, through avoiding it, it brings more love, more positivity, and more freedom from darkness. So it's good to learn about the bad. I mean, I've been through the stage of my life where I wanted to feel that everyone is good and all there is good. And it was a very pleasant time in my life. But now I'm searching out the bad so that I can avoid it. I mean, everybody has their own way, you know. And I still believe, even though I'm holding space for like good and evil, I'm searching. Wait a minute. I still believe that all souls are equal, you know. And actually, I'm asking. You know how in the you know how in the Bible, the New Testament, it says, "Knock, and it shall be opened unto you, and ask, and it shall be answered." Well, I'm asking. The Bible defines two worlds and two types of people, the good and the evil. And I know it's hateful. I know it's hateful to sort of label people as evil, you know, or people or spirits as evil. But I'm up for it, you know. It's about time I looked at the shadow. It's long overdue, and this Mercury retrograde that began on the 16th, it's the perfect opportunity for massive growth through learning about the shadow, through learning about the dark side of life. I may have had my massive growth already. I think it's around the full moon. This is what Melanie Beckler said. It'd be massive growth and it'd be around the full moon. So I'm holding space for avoiding negative energy. And that goes for people too, you know. Because I've got, I haven't got anything really, just anxiety. And it can be set off by people who are like extremely negative because, like Lucy said, my trap that I fall into, or at least used to fall into before she helped me understand all this, is negativity. I think it's a lot simpler just to talk about myself. And if I'm around someone who is extremely negative to the point of being an empath, I feel bullied by their energy. I guess they have to be nasty too. But I think the two things come together. I think the negativity, extreme negativity, I mean, worse than I've ever had, you know, and being a bully, they come as one package, because, well, that's just the way I see it in these people. So they're literally trying to hurt me in a huge emotional way. You know, I guess they're actually spirits, even though they're living people, they're actually spirits, and they're the evil kind, and they feed off my negative energy just like the spirit world does. But in order for them to have a feed, they have to pop me, rip me, tear me, just upset me, you know. By bullying me. And that opens up a small piece of weakness in my aura. And they can get in and they can steal that energy. They can put me on a paranoid trip of like negativity, where every thought and every feeling I have for like the next hour or so is all negative. So they get to feed off me for like an hour, even though I'm not with them anymore. Even though, I'd say, I'm on the bus and I'm going into town and I'm having all these dreadful negative feelings, you know. That in the universe, there's no such thing as distance, just like there's no such thing as time. And so they can feed off me even though we're not together. Just feed. Yeah, literally just sitting there, and you know, I don't want to give away my fucking energy, right? I don't. Not to people who don't deserve it. People who feed off. People who don't go to source for their energy. People who feed off people, you know. I'm not giving my energy away, you know. And I think that's why a tear or a pop or a rip or a when you go is so painful, because that person is feeding off me, you know, and they've got no right. They've literally got no right. Nobody has the right to take energy off another person. It is so wrong. I guess that's why the Bible calls them evil. And if the Bible says, you know, it's okay to hate on evil people, then that's fine with me for right now. Anyway, I have to stop this video because I've only got 15% battery left. Yeah, I have to run my phone down all the way to optimize the battery, to make the battery last as it's full as long as it is able to, you know, its full its maximum battery life, you know, I can get that. Anyways, have a good one. Goodbye.